Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day and every day I'm shuffling. So today I'm using 4 decks of cards because I really want to get in depth and go a bit deeper into what's going on, because it's very clear from both the feminine and masculine reading today things need to change for both twins in certain areas of their lives, certain areas of your lives in the 3D world. So I'm getting this real energy about reviewing where we are in our career, what we want to be doing, how we want to be working on purpose and mission and service, because this is the year of mission. And if you've seen the white stag, that's why. So the masculine knows that you guys have a mission together and he wants to be able to put energy into that. So he's also kind of rectifying things in his life. And feminines, you're mirroring this energy because you may be thinking, well, my job just isn't serving me now. I need to be focused on service. I want to be doing more. So I'm going to bring in the Twin Flame Journey Oracle, the Angels of Abundance Oracle, the Deviant Moon Tarot, I haven't used this one for a while, and the Romance Angels Oracle. So some powerful cards. So thank you, Angels. What do we need to know for the connection today? There it is, 2 cards. What do we need to know for the Divine Feminines and for the Divine Masculines? Wow, love how they're just jumping out the deck here. What energy is around the connection today, please, Angels? There it is. The energy around the Divine Feminines and the energy around the Divine Masculines. What do we need to know for the masculines? What do we need to know? The energy around the connection. Wow, at the bottom there. The energy around the Divine Feminines and the energy around the, wow, the masculine. Quite a few cards coming out. It's amazing how they just jump out and do their own thing. I love it. Look at this. The energy around the Divine Feminines. The energy around, that's thank you, Angels. They're saying that's the Divine Feminine. The energy, look at this. The energy around the connection and the energy around the Divine Masculine. Wow. Okay. So look at this first of all. We've got marriage. Now, this came, or wedding, this came out the other day not long ago when I did a reading for the day. And Mother Mary came through and said, you know, I'm helping with marriage. I'm helping with commitment issues. So the situation involves marriage. What does that mean? It means your journey is a sacred union, a sacred marriage, something that is ordained by God. So you're going to end up together regardless of what's going on. So you may think, well, my situation involves marriage because my masculine is married. Or maybe you're married right now. Or maybe there's issues around marriage. You want marriage, maybe there's differences, and you feel that maybe that's something that you can't do. So the angels are here to say to you, you absolutely deserve the type of relationship and the type of commitment that you're dreaming of, the type of life that you want to live with your twin. Just because there's someone else involved doesn't mean it's going to stop what's truly meant to be, because this is bigger than anything else. And we've got the lovers. So the lovers is obviously the passion, the fire, the desire, all the powerful energy between you, but it can also symbolize something that needs to go. So this can also mean a third-party connection. And in this particular energy of what I'm channeling, this is what I'm feeling. The need to move on from other people, or the need to be free, to be able to be in this connection together in a permanent union, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in a commitment. So the masculines want it, you want it. It's just about moving it forward. And we've got reinvention, which came out for the masculine today in their reading. So again, this is showing you the masculines reinventing themselves. So they can be that person that waits at the top of the aisle for you when you on your wedding day. So they can be there for you and be proud. You know, what they're showing me is, you know, and obviously I know that Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines can be both sexies. But obviously they show me in my mind a way that's easy to channel and talk about. So put this scenario into your own situation. What they're showing me is the masculine wants you to be proud of them. They want your family and your friends to be proud of them. So that when they are, you know, waiting for you and you're being walked up the aisle by, you know, your dad or whoever's walking you up the aisle, whoever's giving you away, they can beam with pride knowing that they are a person who is worthy of your love. And that's really what I'm feeling. The masculines go through so much pain because they don't feel worthy of the divine feminine. And they know they have to reinvent themselves to be good enough for you, even though that's irrational thinking and it's not true. Obviously they act crazy and they do crazy things, but it's only the ego that creates all the struggle in the divine feminine. If you didn't have an ego and you were operating all the time from your higher self and you were operating in higher love, you wouldn't be bothered by the things they do because you'd see everything as a lesson and everything has a reason and a plan. And obviously when I'm channeling these readings, that's the energy that I'm operating in. In my own journey, I went through the same struggles and the same pain. And if I was viewing it from my higher self, it was very easy to see it as life lessons and growth. But when we're going through it and we're in it, it's hard. So we have to be very gentle and loving and kind to ourselves when we're going through those triggers and we're going through those challenges and those delays. But your masculine has this vision of marrying you or being with you in some way and you being proud because they are everything that they want to be. And really that's their issues. That you don't need them to be a certain way, or, when you're in union and they're being authentic, you're proud of them anyway. You're proud of your masculine now when you're operating from your higher self because you know he is doing the work and you love them and you feel all this energy. But the masculines need to do this for themselves. And that's why it takes time. And sometimes their current relationships are the big lesson. You're the final result. You're the end result. You're the finish line. You're the main show, the main event. Everything else is a dress rehearsal. So if he's already in a marriage, he's learning in that marriage what he needs to learn to be his best self for you. And that's what he needs you to know today. So we've got exercise to increase your energy and manifesting abilities. Now, exercise means obviously going out and moving your body and doing things, but also daily practice. Because look what we've got with it, release jealousy. So we have to choose on a daily basis to release jealousy around the karmic partner or around anyone they are involved with right now. Because they feel it too. They get jealous too. They give me that song, I still get jealous. So obviously the masculines get jealous too because they wonder what you're doing. It isn't always the divine masculine who's in a relationship. The divine feminines can be in them too. The divine feminines can have a really powerful bond with the creator. Sometimes George says to me, you spend so much time in that room. And he isn't saying it in a jealous way or a needy way, but it makes you realise that, the divine feminine's main connection is with the creator, with angels, with guides, and with the self, because that's how we find our way. And usually the divine masculine's connections or relationships are with people in the physical world, because that's how they find their way. You see? So when you come together, the energy is very balanced and you ground each other. So jealousy is what's being released, and we have to make it a daily exercise to release that. So when we catch ourselves thinking about what they're doing with that karmic partner, or worrying about who they're spending time with, or thinking about what they're getting up to, we release it all and realise that for our masculine we are perfect in every way, and that we are the one, we are the finish line, not the kind of warm-up act. And that's what that person is. They are a warm-up act. You are the main event. Like everyone before me in George's life was a warm-up act, even though at the time, he was totally involved in those connections. Everyone for me was a warm-up act, even though I was totally involved in those connections. And now we realise that we are the main event for each other, and that will never change. So this is powerful stuff. For the divine feminine then, we've got conscious consumer. So again, we have to be conscious of what we are consuming. So, I'm not reading the messages on these cards because I'm reading these intuitively, but we have to be conscious of what we are taking into our aura and our energy field, because if we take in, the situation on social media, or the fact that they're married, or what other people are saying, or gossip, or things that are causing stress and anxiety, that's going to move us into fear. And it's going to push everything down in ourselves, and we're going to struggle. Yet if we are conscious of what we are allowing into our environment and our energy and our minds, then we choose to be at peace. We choose to see through the illusion. We choose to understand what the karmic connection actually is bringing into, this sacred union. And we've got action. So we have to decide to take action towards feeling free. I'm seeing this as a seagull. And seagulls are masters of, quite a few things. They can, walk on the ground, on the earth. They can go in the sea and they can fly. So they harness energy. And they are masters of what they do. And you, Divine Feminine, when you allow yourself to be, are a master of what you do. So choose to exercise this energy where you find inner peace regardless of what's going on. And you do that too by connecting on the 5th dimension. On the 5th dimension, the 5D realm, the spiritual plane, you're already together in union. You're already married spiritually. You don't need a ring to prove that. And we've got here conclusion. So conclusions, karmic situations coming to an end, conclusions, resolvement. And we've got the star. So remember, there's so much hope to be had in your connection. You just have to focus on the light, not the darkness. And when the darkness comes in, we have to work through it. So look at this. You deserve love. You are lovable. So the angels are reminding you that you deserve this love, that you are lovable, that you are valuable and strong. So all you have to do is have that vision and keep it on the finished result. The target, keep your eye on the target like the archer. So when you're pulling back that bow in the arrow, or that arrow in the bow, you have that vision, you know where it's going to go. You're focused on where you're heading, not what's going on around you. Think about Katniss in the Hunger Games or Daryl in The Walking Dead, who are really powerful archers. They don't let anything around them affect their shot. They know what they want. They know where they're going. They know what to do. And this is what you do when you're operating in your power. You know what to do. You know what action steps to take. And you also know that great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And right now, the steps you're being guided to take is to allow your masculine to make the effort. Allow them to make the effort. You work on you and allow them the time, space and room to move towards you, because that's what they're doing. So look at this for the masculine. We've got declutter. So they are decluttering their life. They know that things need to go. They're going through a purge. And we've got savings. They're looking at money. They're thinking about what's going on. So they know they need to clean up the life. They know they need to clear up their energy and their mind and get rid of all the negative vibration and all the conditioning and programming of society, and start saving good things instead, which is saving good vibrations, good thoughts, good feelings, and putting them into the piggy bank of their life too. And they are saving all their love for you. Give me that song, saving all my love for you. So they're saving all the love for you, Divine Feminine. And that's what's in that savings account. You'll reap everything you want at the right time. Everything is falling into place. They're giving me fear. So don't worry about what's going on. Look at this. The masculine needs to let go. And he needs to let go of what's toxic. Okay, what's toxic to him? A karmic partner. Things not serving them. Things dragging them down to be available for you. Look at this. 2 of Cups. So they need to let go of the struggle to be with you. And that's beautiful and powerful and true. And the Ace of Pentacles, they want to provide. They want to give to you everything that you give to them. They want to be able to make this connection work in a stable way. And for that to happen, he needs to clear things up in his life. So he's doing this, he's decluttering. Look at this. This to me is a card that's saying, I am cleaning things up. I am cutting things out of my life. Please don't give up on me, because I am doing exactly what I've come here to do. And I feel like a fool sometimes. I know I act like a fool sometimes, but I'm preparing for this leap of faith. It's only the ego that gets in the way. And the good news is that I'm being called to you, even when it seems like I've gone away. So retreat and calling in your one. So He's saying to you, it's time to disconnect from the world. It's time for him to finally make these changes. So if he's silent and distant, it's good news. It means he's dealing with the ego. It means he's healing the past. He's working through the foolish things he's done. He's the need to forgive himself. And he's showing you he wants to move forward with you. So this is you guys walking into the future together as man and wife, or as in this energy of love, no matter what. And you're calling in your soulmate. Remember, soulmate in this deck is twin flame person, whatever you believe. So calling in your one. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you back together. And that's what's happening. You're being brought back together. Your masculine knows this. He's talking to you in his mind. And that's why you may be called to reach out, because you feel him calling to you. Because it would be so much easier for the divine masculine if you reach out to him. But that's not what he's being called to do. That's not what you're being called to do. You're being called to take guided action. And that means allow your masculine to make the effort to move towards you. And he knows he needs to make the effort. But if you're thinking, I feel this real pull to call him up or text him or reach out, it's because that's the way he's being guided to call out to you. Just to see if you're going to take that bait. Because we learn as divine feminines to allow the masculine to move forward in divine timing. We allow the masculines, by taking that step back, to take the lead. Even if they feel foolish. He doesn't want to feel like a fool. He doesn't want to get rejected. He doesn't want you to block him. He doesn't want you to say you've moved on. So he thinks if you contact him, it's so much easier. So he's calling to you. He's calling to you through telepathy, through his dreams, and he's saying, please contact me. But that doesn't mean you should, because that's showing him he has to do something about it, take action and move ahead. He has to leave the karmic partner. He has to leave his pain behind. He has to leave his fear behind to reach out and show you love. Even if he acts like a fool, even if it makes him feel foolish because he doesn't know how you're going to respond to him when he comes forward. But the angels are showing you, if he seems to have gone a step back, it's working in the right direction because you're really calling him in. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.